Today's topic is atheism. Many believe that they are atheists. Atheists' basic tenets, not much to it, is they don't believe in God, or I should say, I could say also the same thing. I don't believe in God. Well, if God is a singular tense only, then I'm an atheist also. But instead, I believe in many gods. I have to, because the Bible confirms it. You know, well, this is not the only reason, but I mean, but for those of you who have to, use the Bible, that's what it says in there. When in the Old Testament, when he uses the word Elohim, he's not talking about a singular God. He's talking about a plural. There are a few cases where the plural tense of Elohim, Eloah, is used. In the case of Jonah and Job, and so on and so forth. The word Lord, generally in the Old Testament, usually means Jehovah, and it's probably most likely a reference to Jesus. But Jehovah is a single God, not many gods. Of course, we read in one of the books of the Old Testament says, "For the Lord our God is one God." Well, the Lord, how it should have read is, "The Lord of the gods is one of the gods." So anyway, I'm an atheist. That would make me an atheist too. To say that I don't believe in God, in one sense, might also be saying I don't believe in myself, because we are gods. And this is in the Old Testament. I think it's in Psalms 86 or 82, Psalms 82, 86, or it's also in the Gospel of John. The characteristics of Trinity interposed in this subject matter, or in this discussion, is somewhat necessary. You believing that there's three gods in one, and so on and so forth. That's not really the situation at all. There might be three administrations, several administrations that might apply to say the Godhead or not, but not those same administrations are not necessarily the same thing as three gods or not. And the Holy Spirit has to be a plural. The Spirit of the God, the Spirit of Elohim, hovered over the face of the deep. Well, obviously, that's of course in the King James and other translations puts the vernacular in a single tense. You go to the New Testament, you only have a single tense for God, the word theos. Never is it the word theo. It's always the word theos. It's always in a singular tense. Where is the plural tense? And that's where you get the screw up and the misunderstandings and so on. Jesus says, "I'm talking to my Father." Well, it's a complicated thing to say what it really is, so therefore we leave the word Father there. But what it more likely means is that he's talking to a host. That, like when he was on the cross, he says, "Ilia, Ilia, sabachthani." I think it's in the Aramaic. Conveniently, of course, they put that in there, and that says, my God, or my brethren, why has you forsaken me?" And of course, this fulfills Isaiah's prophecy. It says that he is stricken down and he was taken of his brethren with that. So, if you're an atheist, good. Then I'm an atheist also. I don't believe in a God. I believe in many gods.